$30.
Fellow members of Blue, as you all know, we have a special guest Toastmaster tonight. Some of you may have seen him before, but for those of you who have not, there is a small formality which I must cover before I introduce him. He is, and this is a special disclaimer. First, gentlemen, I ask you to pay special attention to your wives and girlfriends. Keep them under control at all times.
Oh, Paul.
For those of you who are unaccompanied ladies, I am asking you to be on your best behavior and heed the following. Remain seated and do not, I repeat, do not rush the speaking area and attempt to grab or touch our guest in any way. I know this temptation will be great, but I know you can restrain yourself. I understand what happens when you start to get sweaty thighs. Your nipples get hard. You may, however, throw your bras, throw your panties up here on stage, and you may scream as if you're having an orgasm and swoon to your heart's content. Toastmasters International, District 3, Saguaro Division, Area S4 and Blue Toastmasters will not be responsible for anything that happens. But we all know what happens in blue
Stays in blue!
Now with that shit out of the way, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our special guest, the Italian stud, commensurate seducer of women, the one and only. And I can assure you there is one only. He's rude, crude, he's socially unacceptable. Now, Toastmasters, eat your art out on his designation. He's a DMD. That's a designated muff diver.
Whoa! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The one, the only, Frankie Fortunato.
How you all doing, huh? And especially all you hot-looking ladies out there.
Woohoo!
Hey, you guys are really great, so keep it up. Oh, did I just say that? you can take that keeping up part any ways you want to. But you know, I ain't talking about your dick there, Klesak. I got my own problems and ongoing work in that arena. But I have a theory on that and other marital and sexual issues. You know, after years of marriage, wives begin to use their powers to hypnotize their husbands to thinking that all performance-related issues are the husband's fault. That's beyond us males' understanding. For example, slowly over time, they begin to reduce the frequency of sexual intercourse, at least with their husbands, which we all know throws the husband into a state of blue balls. And we all know that blue balls is directly related to premature ejaculation. Now, if you want to test yourself to see if you've got blue balls, because this only applies to the guys, fill your bathtub full of water and sit in it. If your balls sink to the bottom, you've got blue balls.
Oh, my God.
That's right. Did you just say that? Blue balls is a terrible thing to have for a guy. It has some other side effects too. One, it gives the husband doesn't get to be serviced and as often as he would like to, and he gets the feeling that his wife is not being satisfied. Most guys don't give a shit if the wife is satisfied. Because after years of faking it, they don't know the difference anyway. So So there's some issues that are involved here in all of this, and one of the things that I want to talk to you about is how the males can resolve this problem. Now, there's a couple of ways that they can do this, and one of them is called masturbation. And we'll get into that masturbation part here in a minute, I think, you know, if it all goes right. Excuse me, ma'am?
Right in front of us?
Sure, we can do that right in front of us. Some people like to watch, you know, what can I say? Anyway, I've got a lot of theories on this, and most men can remember when they were first married, that even if the wife was not in the mood for intercourse, she would at least service her husband in some way or other. But when a hand job becomes out of the question or requires a contractual agreement or work on the husband's part, this is usually the beginning of the end. And as far as a blowjob is concerned, you've got a better chance if you go out and buy yourself a penis pump. Beyond that, my advice to you guys would be to stay away from farm animals. My theory is that all this performance-related crap is not the husband's fault at all. But you know, putting that aside, I got to give credit to the wives for exploiting our insecurities and weaknesses. You know, because we all know that real men think with their little head and not with their big one. I have forwarded all of my theories and data to a very prestigious medical center, Mayo Clinic, along with Homeland Security, and other medical centers and law enforcement agencies. This is way above my pay grade. So when the information comes back to me, I will see to it that you get it in a timely manner, via normal channels. I will write a note and post it on the bathroom wall next to the unused condom machine. I don't know what the answer to the problem is, but gentlemen, you know what? Masturbation is your salvation. It is the key to your sexual survival and self-esteem. Go figure, right? What are you laughing about?
Wasn't me. She's down with it, Frankie. She's
Down with it? That's right. So,
I live with her.
men, masturbation can take you to places you've never been before. Just think, you can be with anybody you want to be, and you can do anything you want to do. You just have to have a little imagination. You're only limited by the limits of your imagination, you know. Just think of it, as a guy, laid back, you can close your eyes, and you could be having sex with Judy Garland of her drug and alcohol abuse, along with all of the James Bond women and any and all Playboy bunnies from your puberty days. You know? You like that, huh?
Oh my God.
So anyway, guys, you need to take this shit seriously. If you don't, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna end up with blue balls. So, having said all of that, and you enjoyed yourself tonight, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night Blue!